This is really bad, man. Baroness Casey is exposing the groomers and the people, the leadership that have been sleeping on all this. Found over 16 years worth of documentation, and very little has been done since. Last year alone, there was recorded over 700 cases similar to what's been going on the last 16 years. But you can't even believe that's accurate. And I'm going to tell you why. Because they say all the exploitation and things of that nature has been lower in protective services. However, their reports have skyrocketed. And reports, I mean by police reports being filed. And quite often when they do these investigations, they shy away from ethnicity. And you know what it is, for obvious reasons. People worried about the woke. But if you suspect somebody of doing something, any crime, everything about them absolutely matters. From, like, if they got a mustache, if they're bald, if they got long hair, if they're short, everything about them matters. Because you want to be able to identify the person that you're trying to accuse of something, or at least get to who actually did what. And if you can't mention ethnicity, that's just crazy. How is that offensive? In a lot of cases, you could look at a person and tell their ethnicity by the way they look and dress. It's just who they are. And I think that's why it's underreported and why it hasn't actually been dealt with. There's this element of, well, we don't want to offend people. And it's like, well, the whole act itself is offensive in the first place. If a person's being charged, or at least there's a possibility that may be them and you're questioning them, everything about them absolutely matters. That's insanity to me. That'd be like somebody robbing your house. You call the police. They ask for a report. So what did the guy look like? Oh, he's 6'3". Was he big, like muscular? What was his ethnicity? Oh, I don't want to say. I don't want to offend anybody. Would that make any sense? That would help you identify the person and find him, right? That makes no sense, bro. You're never going to solve crimes if you're going to leave out absolute facts that would actually give you a broader view and some perspective on who that person is and what they're doing. Now, I get ethnicity doesn't mean it controls how you think, but we know with ethnicity, there are some cultural norms between different groups of people. And that absolutely matters in how people view the world. I think, you know what it is? There's a thin line between woke and hate. And it's starting to cause us real problems in society. It's gotten to where we bend reality to make things fit narratives instead of looking at the reality to bend the narrative itself. Wouldn't it make more sense to focus on facts first and what's real, and then worry about the narrative later? Because at least you have a foundation to work from. And on that note, y'all take care.